think we should keep searching.
Oh, nonsense. It's the 4th of July. Time to have some fun. You can continue your search after our picnic.
Aunt Sarah, we're not really in the mood to celebrate.
Oh, come now. Scamp will be all right. You'll find him. But first, let's eat. I won't have my 4th of July ruined by that little Scamp.
There, boy.
I knew it. Beautiful. Scampo, front and center. Take a look out there. See that family?
You mean that family over there?
No, this family, right here. Now, as your final test, I want you to infiltrate their picnic and liberate their chicken. Right out from under the nose of that meek little house dog.
You don't have to prove anything, Scamp. Just walk away.
Since when do you care so much?
I thought you were better than this.
Pipe down, Angel Cakes! Come on, kid. You want to be wild and free, don't you? All it's gonna cost you is one juicy chicken. Yeah, I should have known. Once a house dog, always a house dog.
I'm no house dog.
Oh, my goodness! Monster! Oh,
Come back!
It's chow time, boys!
You little mutt! I won't forget you! I'll lock you in the pound, I swear it!